Good morning, Farmer Rob here from Cannon Hall Farm, and now Fern has just stood up, and as yet we're still waiting for that precious cargo for the new arrival. There's nothing appeared overnight, and I think she's just about to go to the toilet. So for those of you who were having the breakfast, we'll look away now. And we'll have a look at the miniature Mediterranean donkeys, the miniature American horses, and all those beautiful creatures. So Fern has done her stuff. Who watched the Yorkshire Vet last night? Did anyone see poor old Xander getting his ear repaired by David the vet? Now, tune in again next week for another instalment of that particular story, because there's more to come. I don't want to spoil the surprise or give the game away, but these lads are going to be on again. So what does that mean? Could there have been further squabbles in the alpaca bachelor pack, or could it be something totally different? What did you think to the Yorkshire Vet last night? Let us know. I'd love to know what you thought. I quite enjoyed it, actually. You don't always enjoy watching, do you, when you're on? You think, oh God, what a douche I look, or what an idiot, or whatever. But I thought it was all right. You know, I was happy with the segment. Yvonne says, "Morning, Rob. Hope all is well." All is well, Yvonne. Hope it is with you too. Lots of thumbs up and heart emojis flowing up the screen. Thank you so much for those. So yeah, hit us with your views on the Yorkshire Vet. Did you watch it? Have you taped it? What did you think? Jeanette says, "Good morning, Rob, and all the followers." That's a nice thing to do. Good morning to everyone. Lynn says, "Good morning, all." Jill says, "Morning, Rob and Farmy Army." And there is Xander eating his hay without a care in the world. I don't suppose he has a mirror, so I don't suppose he can see he's got a slightly torn ear. Jill sent 500 stars. Thanks, Jill. Ethel says, "Good morning, Rob." And, oh, goodness me, there's a stars party going on. Paula missed it, was visiting my mum. We'll catch up on my 5. Helen says, "I did, poor Xander." Sally sent 20 stars. Thank you, Sally Palmer. And Carol says, "Morning, Rob." So this morning, Jeanette says, "Yes, poor Xander, his ear looked awful." Yeah? What are you shouting for? Huh? Good, he's walking in like 10 ton. Just a minute, Dave. Just Dave, hang on.
Can't do it by myself.
No, can't you just let me? Can't you let me get in front? Right. All the best laid plans. I was hoping to be down the other end so we could see them running about in the fields, but that. So sorry about that, folks. What's your plan? What do you want me to do?
Whatever you want to do, wherever you understand.
All right.
On the corner down there, if you want.
So, where were we? The Yorkshire Vet, yes. I thought it went all right. We're going to watch the donkeys go out now. A little bit more hastily than I've got planned. But we'll make our way down here and check that the paddock is open, and then wait for their arrival. I always think it's a particularly joyous sign when they all appear in the paddock and they all race about, and just a nice thing to be able to share with you. The spotlight down here with Kiki, with Alice and Lily and Apache Spirit, and they've been a proper little group. They've been a joyous little community, which has been a pleasure to behold. Spotlight will be going back to Kent in the not too distant future. Hopefully he's left his legacy here at the farm. Right, is there anything set up for him? No. So it's probably just as well. So what we're doing, we're putting them in the first paddock because this is the one with most grass. These jennies are all milking. they're all feeding foals, and therefore the you know, still nutritious grass. It's not what it was. It's not like spring grass. Spring grass is rocket fuel for animals. Autumn grass is less potent, but in lots of ways that's what we're looking for these donkeys at the moment. So let me get to the side of this gate, and here they come. Oh, that one's having a roll, look. So they've decided that the sun is coming up. That looks lovely, doesn't it? 1,200 people viewing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And look at that. Just let me have a roll, Dave. Deborah sent 510 stars. Thanks, Deborah. And all these little donkeys are just enjoying rolling. Just enjoying rolling on the path, look. And it just gets rid of any old hair, gives them that little bit of recreational time, and off they go into the paddock. So there, look at them. They've all got beauty. Once that electric on there, they've got beautiful coats. Can you see how the older ones have all got beautifully maintained coats, really thick and luxurious, free of any contamination in terms of insects or anything like that. So.
What connects all the others up?
What do you mean? I don't know. I'm not an electrician. Hey up. Hey up.
Who wants a lift?
Stand by your beds. Dickinson's here. What about the next lot of donkeys?
I'm just going to go and put it up to the top.
Can't you just bring next ones, Dick help you? And I'll walk up here and let them in. It's American horses next. While gates are shut. Dick, you're now a farmer for half an hour. Brilliant. Right. So we've managed to get a helping hand to see the horses come out. So we'll wander up here and get ready for them, because I suspect very strongly that they'll be here in a flash. They'll be here in a moment, and I'm not sure we'll get them with the donkeys out. But anyway, let's get these horses out, these Shetland ponies, and give them some exercise. You can see the grass is damp. It's a heavy dew. There's also a. Oh yeah, just one sec. There's also a hunter's moon at the moment. Has anyone noticed it? It's a fabulous sight, isn't it? And I suppose there's a clue in the name, isn't it? When people were more primitive, they'd rely on moonlight to aid in their hunting, to obviously feed themselves and the families and communities. So a moon like that, where maybe the deer or whatever their prey was more visible at night, was something that they would use to their advantage. So that's not cool. That's been left off. So that means the whole of this electric fence is not working. So there's a bit of an educational project required there, I'm afraid. So that needs reconnecting, so that the circuit can be maintained, and that the gentle pulse of electricity can make sure that these animals, whether they be racing sheep in the other side, stay in the right paddock. You know, there's a lot at stake here, really. So that's something we need to find out. Who needs a bit more education in that respect? So Becky says, good morning, Farmers Rob and Dave. How's you both? I want to let you know I voted over 1,500 times. Wow. Becky Downey, take a bow. We really, really, really appreciate all the endeavours that people have made in trying to make sure that, you know, and all these other programmes will be trying just as hard, won't they? They'll think, oh, they've won it 3 times, it's time for someone else. But it means a lot to us, and I'm not saying it doesn't mean a lot to others, but it's a big deal for us. We definitely feel that the longer we stay you know, relevant in that respect, the more chance we've got of springtime coming back and staying on our screens. Sue says, good morning, everyone. So anyone who's voted for us, then we really, really appreciate it. Now, Kiki and Spotlight are just doing a bit of schmoozing down there, which makes me think, is she coming into season? She would definitely like backing onto him a little bit, as if to say, look at me, I'm kind of cute. Or maybe she wasn't, maybe she was just being affectionate. Kate says, we had a beautiful harvest moon in New Zealand last night. Fantastic. Hello to New Zealand. And Jackie Spence sent 500 stars. Thank you, Jackie. Wow. That is incredibly generous. Sarah Owen says, good morning. And Janet says, morning, Rob. So we're still waiting for these hosses. There's the Sultan down there in the distance in the lower meadow. Hopefully getting on with bulling 4 heifers and 4 cows. We would love them to be bulled up and confirmed pregnant before they come in for the winter. There's little Jigsaw having a tinkle. And Jigsaw is a really sweet girl. Sandra says, good morning, Rob. The TV Choice Awards close 14th of October and reopens on the 31st of October. So there's a couple of weeks rest from voting, isn't there? But thank you so much for doing it. Really, really does mean a lot. And I don't suppose you never know when enough's enough, do you, with a competition like this? You know, when is enough votes enough to take your foot off the gas? I don't suppose you ever can if you really want to win. And the thing about this contest is you can vote multiple times, so it does give the smaller guy an opportunity to to compete with the bigger programs with the bigger budgets. Sue says, don't know how, I've voted 4 times and that's taken up enough of my time. Tina says yes. Tanya says, Debbie Bird, no, not yet. So here we go. I'm just thinking that they'd changed their mind. So here come the girls. Right, I need to watch here for Casey, because Casey is a little bit of a minx and she might try and push past me, so I've got to make a noise like a get. In fact, I'm going to get this, because last time she pushed past me. Whoa, don't get that electric. We need other donkeys, Dave. I don't like when I get them. I think the other donkeys have had it. I might be able to get them out in a bit. Are you a pony herder, Dick? Yeah? Look at that. Like something from a cowboy film. What? Why? They weren't rare breeds. Where they always are. Dick. Yeah, can you put them on? Because this has been left off all night. No. Oh, gosh, I put them in the wrong pen. I put them in the wrong pen. I put them with donkeys. Yeah. What an idiot. No, they can come through here, Dick. This... Oh, my God. Well, they'll separate themselves. It's all right. We can do it. What an absolute idiot. Davy's going to go wild. Oh, my God. Look at him now. He's seen him. Oh, God. This is the worst thing I've ever done. Just run horses up and stop going on about it. Yeah, I thought someone had left it open all night. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm in trouble. Well, if donkeys are easier to move... Hang on, Dick. Let's move the donkeys. And leave the horses in here. Mind you, no, we don't want to... No, move the horses. We don't want to leave horses next to Spotlight, actually. Oh, God, what have I done? Oh, you're wanting the sweetest of moves now. I'm going to get a right rollick in here. If we run donkeys down there... on, donks. Go on, girls. No, it's open, Dave. It's open. That gate, that fence. If we just walk donkeys down and leave that horse there, Dick. If we just walk the donkeys down, it'll all fall into place. Go on. Go on. Right, keep that horse. Right, we're right now. Right, we're right. Right, that's all open. As long as they don't run downhill instead of uphill, we'll be all right. Right, Dick, keep her going, Casey. There we are. Alice has got it. No, for some reason, I got a mental block there where I thought...
Oh, come on, Dave. Watch it, Rob, look at that.
Right, Dick. Right, it is a disaster. It's a personal humiliation on my part. How do I feel now? I feel a bit silly. Are you surprised at me?
I'm surprised, really.
Yeah. Did you think I'd got more oil in my lamp than that? I'm sure. What am I thinking there? I think I was still upset from David's gruffness with me.
What was roughness?
I think he'd upset me. I think he'd upset me, Dick. Has he ever upset you?
Not really.
This is like an alliance of the unholy.
Got my wires crossed.
Oh, hang on. What have you done here? Let everyone see
Well,
this.
it's a bit like your cock up, isn't it?
Yeah? Oh, Dick. I'll get Jimmy to help you sort that out. Oh! He's just electrocuted himself. Oh, God.
Getting him flustered.
Oh, dear.
I'm moving JCB. I'm going to run Dick up for his van.
Right, well, thank you for your help.
We're up to the next one.
What's that? Why are you bringing some more? I'd like them if you've time. Right, he hasn't really got time, but he'll do it. It's cold here. Because we're starting work, and it's a whole winter project. This on the outside menage exercise paddocks. What a fool I am, Anna. I feel daft. I feel a little bit silly there, opening the wrong thing and mixing the horses and the donkeys. But anyway, I've done it, and then all I can do is own that mistake and try never to do it again. Dick and David have now, it's incredible actually, they've formed an alliance where they actually like each other. After years of bickering, they've come together as one strong unit, which is good to see actually. It's a lot better than quarrelling. You know, they spent a lot of years quarrelling, and now they're getting on. They know that working together makes for one strong unit, and that's what they're doing. So it's been a bit of a disaster this morning. Dick and Dave went to the wrong barn to get the American horses. I opened the wrong paddock. But anyway, we're resolving our mistakes. We're moving on from them. Fern's not given birth to the calf yet. No valets have lambed yet. No pygmy goats have kidded yet. So yeah, all in all, we're still waiting for the big moments to arrive. Right, so we're moving up here. I've got my big coat on, look, and it's feeling. I don't know about you guys, but when you set off in the morning, you think, "Ooh, it's cold. I need my big coat on," and then within half an hour, you've got your blood up, and you no longer need your big coat. So I'm at the point now where I'll put this coat down. Does anyone else do this? I'll put this coat down somewhere and then think, tomorrow morning, where did I leave that coat? And before you know it, every coat you've got is laid about in the farmyard somewhere. That's what I tend to do. So we're doing our trick, Charlie's trick. with the electric fence. Hang it on there. Now I'm just going to make a mental note. Have I opened the correct paddock? I strongly believe I have. I've got a couple of sheep I want to put in that paddock next, but I think that'll be too much to ask this morning. There's a couple that are tucked that I need to scan fairly urgently when he comes out. So anyway, we'll see about that. So right, we'll just have a minute up here now, and what we'll do, we'll survey the majesty that lies before our eyes. Tina says Dave is probably less patient because he's dieting. There he is. So he's on his way down to fetch the other donkeys now. So we've got a few minutes just to have a natter. So we're looking at the landscape, and this, just to put a bit of geography to it, we're looking at Barnsley in that direction. We're looking at Kexborough and Darton in that direction. We're looking at Bretton in that direction, and we're looking at High Highland in that direction. If we turn right round 180, we're looking at Huddersfield. Right, so that's our geography. Huddersfield is about 16 miles that way. High Highland's a mile that way. Bretton's 2 miles as the crow flies. Kexborough's 2 miles, Barnsley's 4 miles. So that's our geography. And what we've got here is a landscape that's significant to me. It's significant in the sense Richard Woods, who was a disciple of Capability Brown, designed it. And and he put every tree in a given place. For instance, there's the remnants of an avenue of lime trees down there. Can you see? So that would be a carriage drive at some point in its time. There'd be another set at the other side probably, and then you'd probably drive a carriage with a horse and trap, and that would lead to somewhere. There was another farm actually. Was it Royroyd that got demolished before my dad even came here, just over that hill. The Cinder Hill farm, just across there, which you can just see a glimpse of through the trees. So that's Cinder Hill farm, that's down in the village. That belongs to the Barr family, and that's where the Under the Stars festival was last held, although I think that's been rested now. Kate Rusby no longer has the Under the Stars festival, for the time being anyway. Barbara says Davey's in a mad hurry this morning, but to be fair, he's wanting to get on, isn't he? We're all wanting to get on. It's just I've got the job of hopefully trying to entertain you guys and trying to retain an audience and show the farm off to its best capacity. So we're really Yvonne says coffee and Rob on the farm, perfect start. That's a nice thing to say, thank you. Linda says beautiful, and Karen says Dave's hangry. Marlene says yes or Dale. Looks lovely, Rob, says Lisa Howard. So there's Gordon across there, or Josh, our neighbours, first class people, first class farmers, scurrying about, tending the livestock, checking the cows and calves, making sure that all is well in their world. Every week that those cows and calves can stay out and don't need accommodation is great news for them because they're getting a better crack at life. Great news for Gordon and Josh because they're not using precious straw to keep them clean and bedded, and they're utilising the grass from God's green earth to keep them nourished and fleshed and going in the right direction. So an open autumn like this, an open, kind autumn, is exactly what livestock farmers are needing up and down the land. Oh gosh, the gate's been left open at bottom now, just when we thought nothing else could go wrong. Yeah, will do. Oh God, someone's left the gate open. Oh my God. So it's not just me that's a tea cake. I've definitely done my share of tea cakeness this morning. So I've got that gate. You know, I like to think I'm not a tea cake. I like to think I've got a bit of oil in my lamp. I like to think I know what I'm doing. But this morning I made an awful faux pas, in the sense I opened the wrong gate to the wrong paddock, and the horses were mixed with the donkeys. So that was absolutely my mistake, and I've owned it and apologised. But someone has just left the big gate open at the bottom. Sally says, "Oh, Rob, yes, Rob, you entertained this morning." Caroline says, "Good morning, all," and Lisa says, "Morning, Rob." Angie says, "I absolutely love the view. I just stand and take it in when I visit." That's lovely, and that's what I tend to do as well. I love watching and standing here and you know, taking in the world. Or you know, this is my favourite view in the world, I would say, especially on a morning like this. Kevin says, "Perfect autumn morning. You need automatic closing gates, lol." Louise says, "We can see Kate today, please, if she's at work today. If we come across it, we absolutely will." And Pat says, "Beautiful morning." Jocelyn says, "Morning, Rob. Fantastic view. 50 stars. Thank you so much." Helen says, "Stunning picturesque views all around. Perfect." Thank you, Helen. And Eleanor says, "It's not even Friday the 13th. Did you leave that open, Dave? I thought you were last down. No, you did. Was it? I thought it were you. Are you sure?
I came past once, unless Dick just didn't shut the gate.
Yeah, I don't think it were Wade. It's nice to see we've got no blame culture. That's called Donkey, that one. That's off Shrek. That's off Shrek, that. Watch, they don't run down inside there. That's Donkey who called it, right?
Come on, Donkey.
Oh, there's Charles. Morning, Charles.
Morning, Charles.
We're calling Charlie Charles. Oh dear. Oh dear, David. Mr. Perfect's made a mistake. Right. Did Dave not shut it after driving the JCB through, says Doris. Doris?
No, not guilty. Dick was coming down in the van and shut it and prepping the
You
gate
were last
for me.
through, though.
Well, no, but Dick came that way and he did the gates for me. Did you see him at the bottom?
No.
He did. I'm not guilty on this one.
Doris, what do you think?
I went down and started bringing the donkeys while he was shutting the gate.
I love the name Doris. I had a border terrier called Doris. Yeah.
I'm sure Doris appreciates it.
Yeah. Hang on. Chris says Dick was the last one out. Dave went over the fence. So Chris Bird is on Dave's side. And Marie loves tea cakes, especially toasted. Yeah, Gordon's just been around with. He must have been feeding calves, maybe. So.
Nice to see it green, isn't it?
Yeah. Morning, Charlie, says Sylvia. And Fee says, "This entertaining live is good start to my birthday. Happy birthday to Fee Scott." David, what do you say?
Happy birthday.
Will you sing?
No, because I can't sing.
Come on.
Happy birthday, Fee. Happy birthday to you. Yes.
Yeah. Lisa says, now, boys, no squabbling. No, I've owned my mistakes.
What's what, yeah?
It's I'm going to go up to Pumpkin Patch.
All right, okay.
So,
thanks for everyone who voted for the TV Choice Awards yesterday. We appreciate it.
one lady has
watching.
voted 1,500 times.
Thank you very much. And thanks for watching the Yorkshire Vet as well.
Did you watch it?
I just caught.
You never watch it, do you?
I put it on, and you were coming on and talking.
It's a good programme.
And then I decided to watch the water margins, which I've recorded.
It's actually a good programme, Yorkshire Vet. It's the mothership. We should support it.
Thinking about watching Buck Rogers in the 21st century.
Right. My mum was a Doris, says Linda Page. Excellent. And Anna says, "We'll watch on catch up later." Did anyone watch it? What did you think? I thought I was quite funny on it, actually.
What did you say?
It's quite a lot of one-liners. Did anyone notice me one-liners? I kept mentioning that Dave
I saw you were on it out once, so I just turned it over.
Dave the vet was sweating a lot.
Was he?
Yeah, because he was in waterproofs. It's a really hot day. I would definitely need a haircut. Dave's smiling, says Anne Lee. Stop arguing, says Margaret Emery. I'm not sure we are arguing, actually. Sharon says happy birthday, and Rita says happy birthday. Yeah, I came out with a few decent, like, not side splitters, but like you know, reasonable. It amused me.
to
It amused me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going up to the wood now to push the muckie up.
Yeah, Jill Paris, nice to see the young lad on Educating Yorkshire.
I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, have you watched Geary?
No.
Young Farmer at Year.
Has he been done?
You're not supporting your own team.
Well, he's now. What channel is it on?
He's now more famous than you.
Channel is it on?
That's what he tells Dale. He's more famous than you.
I don't mind. He can be more famous than me. What channel is he on?
Margaret's having trouble getting into it. I'm not sure what channel it's on. Is it on 5? I don't know. Or 4 maybe.
Don't know.
Can you tell us what is Educating Yorkshire on? Sheila watched the Yorkshire Vet, really enjoyed it.
Dark blue jeans today.
Yeah, dark blue light blue jeans are definitely not you. Beautiful sunrise. Right.
But thanks for tuning in this morning.
Yeah.
And I hope Rob comes out with some funny one-liners.
Well, I'll do my best. But they weren't side splitters, but they made me smile. Because I forget everything I've ever said, and it's a pleasant surprise when it comes on. But yeah, most of them will be the same lines, just on a different occasion. Yeah. That is a fair point that David makes. Most of my attempted wisecracks will be the same thing in just a different circumstance. You know, I don't think I'm learning sort of new tricks anytime soon. So yeah. So I thought we would have a little wander up here, check in on the Swiss valleys, see if there's anything land. I don't think they will have. And then I just wanted to have a moment in the pumpkin patch. We recorded the podcast yesterday in the pumpkin patch. We sat on a bale, and the heat that bale generated because of the wetting from Storm Amy at the weekend. Once I sat my backside on it, it almost set on fire. You know, the heat that came through that bale was incredible. Sat there for a couple of hours, and I had a wet bottom by the time we finished. So, what else is happening? I suppose the Pumpkin Festival's on every weekend until, is it the 26th or 7th? And then it's every day of the half-term week. So we're excited about that. We're getting ready for Christmas. You know, it won't be far away. It's just around the corner. We're busy starting excavation works for our new farm buildings across the road in the wood. So that's exciting. That's something that we're very much looking forward to doing. And the facilities are going to be a game changer for us and for the animals. We're going to have all the room we need. We're not going to overfill it. It's going to be there as a release valve at times of year when we need more space. When the weather's not our friend, we're going to have buildings and cosy barns to turn animals into, to make sure that we don't fail. Like when the beast from the east came, and the beast from the east will come again. You know, that's a certainty. The weather will always throw you curveballs, and the next time it does, we want to make sure that we're properly cushioned from it. And that's what we very much intend to do. So that's a project that we're on with, and we're obviously we're setting up adventures for winter on the farm, including potentially one overseas adventure. Hiya, Charles. That's a nice greeting. Hey, you all right? That's quite a nice natural greeting. So we're setting up adventures for winter on the farm, possibly one of them being overseas. So that's another exciting little aspect and an exciting thing to look forward to. These Swiss valleys are exciting because they're getting close to lambing. Getting mighty close, and we're mighty excited. It means sleepless nights. It means restless days. It means all these things are going to be there to contend with. But we've got a strong team. We know that if people are willing, we can jiggle about with their hours, and if it suits them to be doing some of their work at times when when they wouldn't normally be here, then it's a little bit of a help for David and I who bear the brunt of the out of hours responsibilities. So we're grateful to team members who put themselves out for us. You know, we very much are. So that's an exciting thing. We've got our sheep sale to look forward to on November the 8th, and it's a reduction of our Dutch spotted sheep. When I say a reduction, it's not a reduction, it's a production. So the surplus lambs that we've got will be sold off on the farm to other farmers who come and get them on the day. So they go from farm to farm. They don't go from farm to auction market to farm. So it cuts out one piece of the jigsaw, one step of the process. So we think it's a really nice way to do things, and we're lucky that last year plenty of people came and plenty of people bought and spent. So that recognising the quality of the livestock that we've got. So if any of you out there are into Dutch spotted sheep or Swiss Valleys or Blue Texels, or even an alpaca or two, or maybe even a young Highland bull, we're looking for future homes and adventures for these animals. We only breed what we know there's a demand for. And that's why, sometimes we oscillate in terms of our breeding programmes. Because, we're very much committed to the Shire horses. We've got 5 foals to be born next year as things stand. So that's exciting. And we know that there's a keen demand for the right quality. And what we've got with our horses is the right quality. There's obviously, when we go to shows, we often find one better, but in general terms, we know that we're punching at the top end of the job. We're going to see an old friend now, an old friend that we haven't seen for a little while, since David and Helen Skelton broke her. And they didn't do anything wrong, they were just driving her and she broke. And that would be at springtime on the farm. So she's been away at the menders, a very, very good chap who is a great tractor mender, and he's mended her. And now she's running like the proverbial purring pussycat. So this is there's a strategically placed pumpkin here. This is our crop master, David Brown crop master, and it really is running beautifully now. So a big thank you to David's friend who mended her and got her looking in all her regal splendour. So look at that, she looks fab. So still 1,500 people watching. Anne Wright says, morning Rob. Good morning, Anne. So here we are in the pumpkin patch. And what we've got is a series of photo opportunities. We've got a swing where you can climb or sit on that cross piece, that cross member, and have a picture with all the pumpkins in the background. We've got all these beautiful gourds, and what you can do is make your way around the site, taking picture after picture. We encourage you to post them on your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, whatever it is, and let people out there see the work that we've been doing at Cannon Hall Farm to make this pumpkin patch a special place, a place where families can come and spend a day, and all the other facilities are available. The Hungry Llama indoor play, the reptile house, the nocturnal mammal house, all the animal barns, the outdoor playgrounds. The forecast for this weekend is fantastic, so we expect to be busy. Don't be surprised if we sell out, because we've only got so much parking, we've only got so much room on site. So we're excited about what the weekend has to offer, and hopefully we'll show everyone what a perfect pumpkin picking day looks like. And as you can see, we're not going to run out of pumpkins anytime soon. We've got loads, and they're not just ordinary pumpkins, they're belters. If you came along and chose that pumpkin, right, that one, what a lovely straight stalk, what a beautiful display. And you could pick that one, you could pick any number of similar ones, and have fun choosing it. We've got the little wheelbarrows for the younger folks, and you can literally wander around here all day choosing, perusing, pick one up, put it down. The world's your oyster. There's no time limit. You can come and spend the day here. So we're excited about the avalanche of pumpkin pictures that will be hitting social media on Saturday and Sunday and then onwards. So hopefully people will spend a day making precious memories. That's That's what life's all about, isn't it? It's about making memories and preserving those memories and tucking them away to use on a day when maybe the sun isn't shining just as brightly, and that you can look back on something and say, wasn't that a grand day out? So yeah, we've put the wood chips down so that people, if the weather does turn, if Storm Amy comes back or something like her comes back, we've got surety and dryness of footing. We want to make sure that we weatherproof this attraction as much as we possibly can. So the Great Wall of Pumpkins. Look at, don't you think they're just incredible things? It's as if you couldn't draw them as good, could you? Let alone grow them and develop them, and you know they're just fantastic. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. So look at that. There'll be an update on Ted the Bull very, very soon. So keep abreast of that. He could be making an appearance somewhere in the not too distant future. So keep your notifications turned on if you want to know more about Ted's adventures. And I think there's definitely a children's book there. Does anyone agree? You know, Ted the Bull goes on an adventure. How good would that be? Dawn says, I guess Ruben's busy as he has his own business these days. Bernadette's just voted again. Thank you so much. Pauline says, good morning, Rob, and all at Cannon Hall Farm from Yeovil, Somerset. Good morning. Can we pick additional pumpkins and pay, says Kelly Clark. Absolutely can. I think it's about £3 a pumpkin. And some of these are first-class pumpkins. I know you can get these in Asda. I don't know how much they are, but they're not bit size of these or the variety. And yeah, hopefully you can come and max the mix and do whatever you want to do. So you can see there the bonfire is all ready. I'm not sure if that's sold out. It won't be far off. And yeah, we've not only do you pick your perfect pumpkin, and I'm not telling half the story yet. You then go into the carving room, which used to be our podcast studio, and then you design the face that you want on it, and then we will carve it out for you. You scoop it out, take it home, and if I could recommend anything, it would be cut the bottom out of your pumpkin, not the top, so that you can sit your pumpkin. Pick one with a stalk, get hold of the stalk, plonk it on your tea light, and it will last well beyond Halloween. It'll last till Christmas if you pick the right one. They're super sweet ones, aren't they, on the top? Look at those on the roof. So Kieran's built this, and Dale. You know, they're flipping good lads, them. You know, very, very lucky to have them. And they, you know, they're really tough ones. See those darker ones? They've got really tough skins. And then the little wheelbarrows there for you to wheel around and pick your pumpkin. But just look at those, don't you think? They are truly exceptional. And this is a little pumpkin house. Begbie says, a day in the life of Ted. June says, I grew my own pumpkin for my grandchildren this year. Well, that is true grandparent coolness. And Yvonne says, those pumpkin lines must drive your OCD crazy. They're not quite as straight as I would have them myself, but I'm not grumbling. They were a good effort from lots of people. Marie says, this sounds like a great idea for a book. I honestly think it is. Can't believe I've just had another good idea. From the dopiness of this morning, where I opened the wrong paddock and let the horses in with the donkeys. Thankfully, the horses and donkeys don't quarrel, so there was no danger to the animals. The grass is growing over the pumpkins. So it generally looks like they're growing out the ground, doesn't it? So another 2 weeks, that grass might come in handy, because sometimes if we get a bit of weather, that carpeted grass protects the ground and stops it getting churned up. So another little seat here. What a great job they've done. Predominantly Dale, Kieran, and with help from the rest of the team as well. Maz says, I would not like the invoice bill. All those pumpkins are eye-watering costs. Exactly. I think we're looking at £30,000 or something like that. So come on down, folks. There's plenty of pumpkins and a big investment. It is a big investment. It's nice of you to think that way. Jane Kent, they look amazing, Rob. I've got pumpkins in the garden. Well done to you for growing them. And Bernadette says, fantastic. I've never seen anything like it. The children must be excited. So yeah, and not only are they excited, we're excited. So yeah, the pumpkin festival is here, and it's on again this weekend, and we can't wait to see you. So that's something that we're absolutely rejoicing in. So to sum it up, you know, we've had an interesting morning. I made a big mistake, put the ponies in, the horses in with the donkeys. We managed to rectify that mistake. Then further gates were left open. Further things went wrong, but we managed to rectify them all, and now everything is going right. It's a beautiful day. We'd love to see you down here today if any of you have got the time or the inclination. And we will keep coming at you with broadcasts, and as a thank you for the people that are voting so regularly for us in the TV Choice Awards. So if you can possibly keep voting, then do so, and thank you so much for your commitment. I'll try and keep coming back with daily live broadcasts at some point. I'm not sure exactly what time, but I'll do my level best to do that. Thank you so much to everyone who watched the Yorkshire Vet last night. If you can find any forums on Facebook or wherever else where you can post a comment if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed seeing Xander and yours truly and Stanley on the Yorkshire Vet, then don't be shy of saying I enjoyed watching Cannonall Farm. It all helps in a massive way. So from Farmer Rob at Cannonall Farm to all you guys out there around the United Kingdom and the world, thanks for watching. See you again soon, and a big cheerio from me. Bye bye.